It's still Entertainment Review live on Metro Television. You're live on DSTV channel 277. Follow us on Instagram, Metro TV _GH. You're still watching us. And we have Siisi Baidoo. Siisi Baidoo, yes. I hope I got it right. Siisi Baidoo, yes.
Right.
And he is a gospel recording artist and also a serious gospel worshipper. I like that part. A serious gospel worshiper. Like all your songs are for prayers. Is it true?
Well, yes, most of them are.
Why do you choose to do it that way?
I think it's just everybody has a calling. So I believe that's what I'm called to do. Basically, draw people in to get connected to their source. Basically, so that's the reason why my songs are like that. And also, I think for the kind of music that we do, you basically just want to express what your private place is like. And so that's the reason why my songs are like that.
So you
that's
are sharing your private place to everyone.
Exactly, in worship.
And you have been doing music for a long time.
For a while.
For a while. How many years?
Well, professionally from 2017. But before that, I was doing backup vocals since 2011.
That's why I said you've been doing gospel for a very long
Yeah.
And how has it been?
So far, so good. It's been very, very challenging, but then also there's been a lot of eye-opening experiences, and then also for about 2 years now, the reception has been really great. So very grateful to all the guys that are supporting and pushing what we're doing. Amazing so far.
Okay, should I say you're pretty? Okay, you're not that new in the game. Yes, but let me ask you this. As a gospel artist in Ghana, internationally, gospel artists are really, they are welcomed, they are appreciated, their songs, it's not that difficult for their songs to, be put out there, and then people are just singing and then all of that. Over here in Ghana, how difficult has it been for you to really push your music there, or to get people to be singing your music? The songs that you come out with?
Yeah, I think the issue has been, knowing the channels to be able to plug in your music so that your music can actually go far. But we're getting there here. For some time, we're not really exposed to what should be done, the practical ways to be able to get your music out there. But now, people are doing it. We are doing it professionally now. So we're getting there with the exposure, yes.
Okay. So with worldly songs, okay, it's very easy for people to be jumping on worldly songs. There are some songs. No, let me not say worldly. Pardon me. Secular songs. Secular songs. Let me not say worldly. Secular songs. It's very easy for people to be jumping on it. Like, Shatawale will release a song and then people will be jumping on it here and there and everything. But when it comes to gospel artists, gospel music, I don't know. Sometimes you will release a very good song. Very, very good song. But then when you look at it, there are a whole lot of Christians in Ghana.
Yep.
You get what I'm trying to say? But then you don't really see the push. You don't really see the push when it comes to the music being heard it's only, you find it in churches. You'd barely see on social media somebody singing about it or on TikTok or something.
It's happening, actually. I think
it's happening now.
It's just the space that you're exposed to. So that's number one. And then also there's the angle of the religious aspect of it.
Yeah.
And so there are people that just do not want to, bend towards a religious angle. So they feel like because it's gospel, if I sing, people will think that I am Kofi and all that. So they would rather join the one that they think that is acceptable and worldly. Everybody, accepts it. So but we have, a mandate to be able to push it down, to be able to make it something that they can consume and actually not just consume it, but it will have an effect on their lives. When people get to that point where they see that the music is having an impact on them, they go looking for it.
Okay.
So it's gradual. We're getting there. We have some of the guys that have gone ahead of us doing it. So like I said, we've plugged in the channels that are being able to push the song out there, and we are also doing the same thing.
Okay, what would you tell that one person or those people who are finding it hard to say that, okay, I love this music, but then I can't go on social media to sing about it because maybe they'll look at me and say I'm Kofi? What would you say to that person?
Well, you need to be strong about your faith. You know, one of the things that I've realized is that Christians in Ghana and Africa, a lot of places, they seem to be ashamed of what the gospel is. But you need to be strong about your faith. You have to be confident about it. Sometimes people will say all manner of things about you and tag you a certain way. It's actually a blessing for people to tag you as a Krife person. It means that there's something that is in you that has had an impact on them. That's the reason why they're able to say that you are Krife and all that. So we need to be proud of the fact that we have a source, which is Christ. We shouldn't be ashamed of it.
It's more about prayers and all that. Have you ever thought of doing something, how do I put it, commercial gospel?
When you say commercial gospel, what do you mean?
Something like an urban gospel.
Yes,
Song.
contemporary.
Contemporary urban
Yeah.
gospel.
Okay, so I have a new song out. It's called Ayeye.
Ayeye.
So that's we did it on an Afrobeat, sound. So I'm sure they'll play it very soon for you to hear it. So that's something that I haven't written any song like that before. This is the first time I'm doing anything like that. My go-to is just prayer, worship songs, because really that's me. Okay, everything outside that is pushing myself outside, beyond the limit, and that's what we're trying to do as an artist. You have to be able to find yourself in all the places that you are. Yeah. So long as it's going to be a blessing to somebody, we will push ourselves to that and then get it out there. So that's what we are doing.
I want to find out how growing up was for you. Is this something that came as a result of maybe being in the world and you realized that, okay, things went bad, so God touched you?
That story is very nice. Eh?
I know. Oh, you grew up in, the church, and hence you feel compelled. I mean, have no choice than to sing about God and prayers and all that.
I think that for me, there are two sides to it. So number one, I was born into a Christian home. My dad is a musician. And then, I grew up singing a cappella and all that. So that was there. But then there was also the point of getting the calling, which was in high school, that I knew that I had to do this, take it serious. So there are two sides to it. I was in church and all that. I was doing the singing, but I really took it seriously when I knew that this is what God had called me to do.
Tell us about the calling. How was it? Did God visit you in a dream? Or no. I really need to know.
I didn't hear my son, no.
Like when I hear the call, I was called. I am curious. I want to know how it happens.
Really
I'm
understand
sure viewers also want to know. Did you get a voice or?
So there are prophetic confirmations to everything.
Yeah.
And then there's also the inner witness of a man. So for me in high school, it was really about the inner witness because of when I minister, the testimonies that came out of it, the dreams that I was having, in connection to that, the kind of things that I was seeing, I knew that there's something that I had to do. So no matter what I'm doing, I make sure that I did not sway away from the music that I was called to do.
Before you became, professionally, before starting, you said you were a backup
Singer, yes.
At what point did you decide to switch to do this professionally?
2017 was quite a challenging time.
And what changed or what made you decide to take that move?
There's a point where you feel like, okay, so at some point you feel like you can juggle the two, do the BVing and then do the artist as well. But there's a point that you know that it's going to be too tedious, especially because I'm also a professional. I work as well and then do the music. So combining that with music and then also with family, was going to be too many things to juggle. So at some point I had to decide that I had to go solo,
I think Kofi Superpower was here. He mentioned that sometimes the people that you back up sing for them, they can say that, okay, you're ready.
Yes,
Do you experience that?
Yeah, so we had a conversation at the time. I had a conversation with Denzel. I know you know Denzel Prempe. Yes. I had a conversation with him and then it was time.
You said you've worked with him for 10 years.
For 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah. It's actually more, but I mean, for the time that people knew me with him, it's about 10 years,
I want to go into that, but then something just came into my mind, which I want to really ask you. Some urban gospel artists believe that churches don't really support talent. I'm saying it based on the fact that maybe when you were doing the backing, someone might have said, you are good.
Yeah.
You are very good. But what time is so the church, as in wherever you church, some pastors or people who are there can identify talents and help them. Do you feel that it is true that churches take a longer time for them to identify their talents and then help them to succeed?
I think it really depends on where you find yourself. If you find yourself in a church where it's a very progressive place, you know that they can see that you have something going and then they can support it and push you. But naturally, human beings are such that they just want to, if you are actually very useful to them, they want you to stay like that.
Thank you.
It's a natural thing.
It's very difficult for them to let you go.
It's not just in church, but everywhere. You know,
Everywhere.
if you're useful to them, they want you to stay. But if you are in a place where the place is very progressive, you know, the people can actually spot you. And I think we have a lot of churches that are doing that now. Pastors that are
For now, they are doing that. First, it wasn't like that. Good. Thank you. Let's talk about your new song. That is very different from the Otim Hoda and the other ones. This one is titled
Ayeye.
Ayeye. Why Ayeye? When I saw, I thought it was Ayeye.
Yeah, the same thing. I actually thought it was misspelt.
No.
Ayeye, misspelt. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ayeye.
It's
Is it
Ayeye.
like Ghana Ayeye?
No, it's a Yoruba word.
Thank you. Because you are confusing us.
It's a Yoruba word that means celebrate. Okay, so we fused it together with Ayeye. So there's Ayeye and Ayeye. You hear it in the song, the
Tap
two of
into
them.
the two markets.
Exactly. And I featured a friend of mine also from Nigeria, Toby Osho.
Okay.
The song was actually, the beat was started off by one guy that reached out. His name is Ride K Beats. So he reached out with a beat and said that he wanted us to do something with it. And then Emmanuel Judah is the one that wrote the song. And Kwesi Taylor also wrote a part of it with my addition as well on it. So basically, they did most of the work. I just did a little bit of the vocals and additions here and there. Yeah.
Wow. Let's go. The official video is still out.
Yes. So we have an animation video that is out. Yes.
So we'll watch that, and when we come back, we'll talk about maybe upcoming projects and the plans
Definitely.
that you want to do for Ayeye.
Definitely.
Okay, that's a beautiful video for now. But when is the official video coming?
We're working on it. Hopefully very soon.
You shouldn't tell.
Enche.
But you are going on media tour.
Yes, we're doing that now, and also, it's all in preparation for our album launch
Okay.
in June. So we're preparing an album. Should be ready.
In June, the Ochinaya.
Yes, everybody's here.
Okay. How many tracks will be on this?
We're gonna have 11 songs.
All will be worship songs.
No, they're a mixture of.
Because we have
lots of
Ayeye,
songs.
so it's a little bit. So
Yeah.
we'll have diverse.
You have
songs.
diversity. Don't worry.
And which collaborations?
As for the collaborations, you hear about them. We have Sheila Joy
Okay.
from the Agape Church. There's also Theophilus Sunday from Nigeria, and then a few of my guys as well.
Okay. Your social media handle, not to forget that before we go, because our time is fast.
Yeah. It's Siisi Baidoo on all platforms, SIISI, and Baidoo is BAIDOO on all platforms.
Any final words from you?
I just want to encourage everybody, let's support our own, let's support, there's a lot of people that they just go out there, support the Nigerians and then the US artists, the gospel artists and all that. Let's support the Ghanaian ones as well.
Yeah.
Because people are doing really, really good music.
Oh, we are seeing
Really, really
you.
good music.
You also, we believe that it's going very, very well.
Yeah.
But this shouldn't be your first and last year.
I'll be here again.
Thank you very much.
Especially for the album, I'll be here again.
We'll be expecting you.